It seems that there is another way into Europe. Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode with Bolton, and today we've got Southampton at home and then we've got the all-important game Arsenal away. Arsenal are going to be seeking revenge after last episode where we knocked them out of the FA Cup. Well, yes, that means we are in the final, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the final of the FA Cup. And I didn't realise before, but take a look at this. If we win it, we qualify for the Euro Cup. Yes, I know. And I think we have Watford in the final. I think we've got a very, very good chance of winning this and qualifying for Europe, even if we finish outside the top 7. So if we could take a look back at the table, we are now 6 points behind Arsenal. Arsenal beat Burnley earlier on in the day. They beat them 2-1 away from home. So it does make our task a little bit more difficult. If we win these 2 games, which is highly unlikely, Southampton I would expect to win. Arsenal is going to be a little bit different, as obviously because they're seeking revenge. But yeah, go back and have a look at the last episode if you haven't seen it. It's a fantastic episode. We didn't concede a goal and we played very, very well against 2 tough opposition. On to the team in hand. We're going to go straight into it. There's nothing else more to do. We've got 4 games remaining. We want to get this done. And then obviously we have got to the FA Cup final, which is absolutely amazing. And we're on a pretty good run as well. So to the team, a lot of tired players out there. So we're going to Batali in goal. Norva Williams, we welcome back. Buongiorno, Voisin and Colotti at the back. Although I am tempted to take one of them out. But to be perfectly honest, everybody else is fit enough to play. O'Reilly and Biscuits play in the centre. O'Reilly drops back from attacking midfielder role as Robertson comes in. With the minus the McNally. And Rabi are not playing as well. In comes John Jules on the right hand side and Hughes on the left. He's not that fit, I don't think, Hughes. Actually, he's not too bad, 98%, so he's better than what Rabi was. Rabi took a little bit of a knock during the week, so he's out for a couple of days. He will be back in time for the Arsenal game, which is a lot more important, I think. And we're going to have Pietro up front. We're going to give Killian a little bit of a break. Yes, he is knackered. But I do want him to reach the 38 goal mark, so he may appear in the second half if things are not progressing as well as I would like. I am tempted though to bring in Robertson there. I am tempted to bring Kloss in there. That way we have a bit more fitter players. Southampton then are coming with Ogar up front, 10 goals and 35. Nezri, Ostler, and James Maddison. Okay, and Harry Winks. Yeah, we don't want to see Harry Winks. We just want to batter Harry Winks straight into the changing rooms because we all know how dirty he is. Dirty Harry. That's what I'm going to start calling him. Dirty Harry, and not the Clint Eastwood kind either. Right, here we go. I'm expecting a full house to cheer us on to try and get us into this Europa League spot. Hopefully we don't have to rely on winning the FA Cup to go through, but that is another way in. We'll just give him a bit more shouty out there, and Liam Hughes is off. So that went down well altogether, didn't it? So Arnold has to come in, although Vasquez can play up there. So I'm going to give Vasquez the role up there. Half an hour gone. It's a dull affair, really dull. Although we have a chance. Kloss with a cross, efforts in. And it's offside. It's offside. Vasquez scores his goal as well, and it's offside. We'll have another look at this. I mean, yeah, he's off, isn't he? He's off. He ran too far ahead of everybody else. It's a well taken goal, though. Right, that is half time. It's a pretty dull. Very dull indeed. 10 shots in the end. Tell them to do this for the fans. I'm going to go a little bit more assertive. We're not doing too badly. If it continues to work hard, we'll win this one. Look at boys. Things haven't gone right for us so far. Instead, then, I'm looking for you lot to make a difference, which we will do. We're looking to bring Killian on very, very shortly. Probably with half an hour to go. Give him a chance to bed him. And there's a cross coming in from... and that's unexpected. Southampton taking the lead there. Very unexpected indeed. It's a good cross in. It totally fooled everybody. And these lot peel away. 3 or 4 of them just peel away. Our defenders are just standing there mute. Well, that's not great either, is it? So let's shout at them, demand a little bit more. 5 minutes and we're going to bring Killian on. Right, chance here maybe. Pietro, you need to reassert yourself. Vasquez, he does get his goal back now. He has got his first goal of the season. Is that his first goal for Bolton Wanderers as well? It is. Voisin with the pass. Vasquez with the goal. It's very well taken, actually. Good collection by Voisin there and a good knock over the top. And Vasquez just volleys it in with half an hour to go. A little bit of life happening now. Right, we'll make the change now. Killian can come on. And Vasquez can stay with it. Is Arnold and Jules just really hasn't done anything at all, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to play that instead. That quick swap as Southampton once again have the ball. We're racing back. We're all along the line. Killian's looking very sprightly, and Maddison comes forward, block, and then we clear it away. It's a corner ball. It's not what we expect, being at home as well and chasing 6th, 7th spot. Kloss runs down. Killian's almost ahead of him. Kloss is just running for it. Go on, son. And then gets the ball all the way back to Vasquez, who goes on a run himself down. Oh, cuts inside. Not quite past the next man in 10 minutes. We don't generally do well when we go attacking because nothing generally happens at all. But 8 minutes to go. There are chances. There's a good head on by Vasquez. Robertson, all he had to do is going in on goal. He's only just gone and ploughed his way right through the whole team there, right through the middle. Wow, what a finish that is! And Robertson taking his chance well. Robertson, there he goes, picks up in the second half of the pitch, and he just waltzes straight through the middle. And we've turned it around. Vasquez getting involved with both goals now. 5 minutes to go. Can we hold on? A victory's a victory, but Killian's in on it. Is he going to race into goal? Is he going to cut inside? He does cut inside. Passes it back to Colotti. Robertson. As we don't clear it, but Bongiorno puts it back in. Norville Williams. He hasn't really had much to do on that right-hand side. But as the ball comes in, Killian's on goal. He's done it again. 34th goal of the season. I mean, this... I've got not enough accolades for the young man. He is just an absolute beast. That's a beautiful ball by Riley. And that's a cracking goal as well. 3-1 up. We're coasting. And we're looking good for the Arsenal game. And to think that we were 1-0 down at one point. That is a fantastic result. Liverpool looked like they were winning there. So let's have a look at the rest of the scores. Excellent effort, guys. After a dull affair in the first half, we've managed to swing it around a little bit in the second. Assuming there's going to be a few more games to be played before we carry on. Full capacity again. Jimenez disappointed in Humberland defeat. Watford received 2.5 million from Norville Williams. Down. That's Liam Hughes out for the FA Cup final, 3 to 4 weeks. It's going to be very tight. Very, very tight. I'm hoping he's not. 3 to 4 weeks. Just hopefully he will be back. Robertson on form. I thought Vasquez played rather well, but Robertson, you did control in the centre, which is nice to see, and that's exactly what we brought you in for. He hasn't signed a new contract, Robertson. Can we just get him to sign a new contract? He's currently unhappy at the club. Oh, that's unfortunate. One more game to go before we see the league table. We will be 3 points behind Arsenal now, though. Chelsea win 3-0. And United beat Man City 4-0 there. That's going to help us a little bit if we get to play. And that means that Man United are top of the table. Wow, when did this happen? They are 5 points clear. Everton have a game in hand, but somehow, somewhere, Everton have just collapsed a little bit, I feel. But there we are, 8th position. 7th position is still there. 3 games remaining. Liverpool just need another point, and they will probably secure 6th spot minimum anyway. Next 2 places are up for grabs. We've got Arsenal next, so that is a big, big game. A win there, and we will go... Well, if we win by... Actually, we've scored more goals than them as well. So, if we win, we will go into 7th position and into a Europa League place anyway. That's fantastic. I'm quite liking that, and our run continues. Southampton edge ever closer down to the bottom. They're not going anywhere, are they? They're still up for grabs though. 31 points. I mean, everybody is still involved up to West Brom. Right, okay, we're going to come back Arsenal in a week's time, so we'll see you guys in a few seconds. Right, here we are at the Emirates then. Arsenal versus Bolton. Right, the side that's going to be going with, they're going defensively again, Arsenal, which is quite surprising, especially at home. But we're going to go with Batoli in goal. We've got Norville Williams, we've got Buongiorno, Wasson, and Colotti at the back, so there's no change. McNally and Biscuits in the centre. Then we've got Arnold on the right hand side, Robertson in the middle, and Rabi on the left. Liam Hughes is out injured for so many weeks, so he's not going to be available. Hopefully he's going to be back in time for the final. We miss O'Reilly as well. He's taken a knock, so he's not going to be available. Killian up front. Hopefully we're going to exact the same amount of damage as we did in the FA Cup semi-final. Again, go back to the last episode and watch it. We played very, very well indeed. Right, okay, straight into the changing rooms then, over to the assistant. He did something to them. We'll just consolidate the green, give all the faith. There's only one person. Not sure who that was actually. As we're coming out, there's a lot of empty seats here actually, which is really disappointing to see, as the game's already kicked off and we're up and running. Arsenal straight away with a free kick into the arms of Batoli, who races forward to the edge of the box. What's he going to do? He's going to kick it, going to throw it. No, he kicks it, and that's a big kick. But straight into the... but Nally's picked it up either way, and he's in on goal. That's unfortunate. Welcome back, Manali, and he's already on there. He's had a little bit of a rest. Dewhurst picks that out of the air as well. Once again, Arsenal on that top side. Angeloni comes in and got this great sliding tackle, and how can he say that's a penalty? He got the ball, he slid out with it, for goodness sake, and he didn't go over. So well taken penalty by Victor though. His third goal of the season. He's tucked it away with accuracy. 10 minutes in and we're 1-0 down. I mean, I don't agree with that penalty decision at all, and I think we've been robbed here. But that's probably what we would expect coming to the Emirates though, to be fair. We are holding our own a little bit though. We're not exactly forcing any errors out of them, but Nally with a corner and off the bar. It's a good contact though, but just unfortunately just level with the bars, hence why it hit it. But Arsenal come at us once more, and Stevenson comes... Oh, it's a great tackle. You're going to have a penalty for that as well, are you? Rabi knocks it up front to Killian. Killian's just standing off a little bit. Look at the enthusiasm that is running around like a jackrabbit. And Stevenson offside, I felt there. It's a good double save though, as we get it away. The last couple of minutes of the half, we just need them to... if we can get one back, then anything is possible. It's a good crunching tackle by Williams, as Killian heads on to Robertson, who's should pull it wide. He doesn't, but Williams holds it again. Back to Buongiorno. Should play along the line, but he doesn't. Straight back to the goalkeeper. Right, Batali, all the time in the world, son. You know, you got half a minute before the end of the half. If we could get one back, it would show our intent, and Arsenal just won't be invincible at home, will they? Be interesting to see what the crowd capacity is like as well. Referee time's up. You can't allow them to score, as we headed that one away. Stevenson on the ball, and it's a good block, and that should be at half time. There we go. Maybe I should have gone defensive. I don't know, but I feel like we do need to come here and get some sort of result. I'm not sure how that's going to be though. 20 minutes to go. Nothing's really happening, which is a little bit worrying. You can go over that side. We're going to bring in Vasquez on. Actually, we might even bring Frin on the right hand side as well. See if we can inside forward you as well. Killian, stay where you are. And Matt O'Reilly, we're going to drop in to attack a midfielder. Let's scare them a little bit, as Lodi for Arsenal just whips it straight up to Batoli in goal. And Batoli just slipped over there. He's got two players on him. Let's not kick it to them. Referee, come on. That's a good kick as well. He knocked it up. I've not seen that before. As we thought we stole the ball there. And I think we do have an opportunity to steal the ball. Manali picks it up to Buongiorno. Buongiorno over the top. Killian heads it over to Frin, He's getting his first game for a while as well, as he tries to run forward, not quite getting there, which shows his fitness, to be fair. And Stevenson is in on goal, and that's 2-0, game over. We tried, and they're exacting their revenge, aren't they? I mean, it's a good, it's a well-taken goal. Well taken indeed, but it's disappointing to come here. Although we did attack, so we haven't gone and got battered. They've just taken their chances. We haven't. That's the only difference. Well, we'll see what happens here, actually. Voisin heads it back, and goalkeeper Dewhurst catches it once more, and then sprays it out to Saka. As Zafrin races back, picks it up wonderfully, and Buongiorno and Voisin calm things down at the back, and Killian has the ball. He's in on goal. He's in on goal, and not quite sure what he was doing there. I think he tried to place it, but clearly nowhere near the goal. Arsenal coming forward once again. The highlights carrying on. Tierney on the right-hand side. It's racing forward, and Colotti wins that ball with a lot of ease, actually. Tierney just overrunning it slightly. Ball over the top. Killian's in on it. Not quite getting there, though. And Arsenal are just playing the ball around. They're running the clock down, but I can't see the clock running down very quickly, as Tierney has a shot at goal, actually. And then nothing doing at that point. I think our only way into Europe now will be the FA Cup. Unless somehow we manage to beat Man City at home. I can't quite see it myself. I mean, that's a very good start by Bertoli, keeping it down just to 2. And then we win our last game. We could. And then just hope for a miracle that someone's going to beat Arsenal. And hopefully do the job for us. But that it's not been a bad season, actually. 2-0 away at Arsenal. Could have been a lot worse. And we conducted ourselves very well indeed. We come unstuck. It's not too... you know what? That's great. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. We have come a long way. Well, since last season even. And it's just down to particular players. We are missing Liam Hughes on that left-hand side. We just need someone who's going to be a little bit... a bit like Liam Hughes, really. We are 6 points behind. Although saying that, we still could nick 7th spot, but it's highly unlikely. Highly unlikely. But United are 2 points clear now at the top. Did they lose? They lost to Norwich 2-0. Everton can reclaim top spot if they win their game. I'm not sure who they have got. It's probably in a few days' time, actually. Let's just have a quick look, see if there's any games going through, and then we'll sign off, and then we'll come back to the next game, which is going to be in a week's time against Man City. There's no games being played at the moment. Let's just have a quick look when the next set of games, 30th. Actually, it's today, so let's have a quick look at these games, see what's going to happen here. And there's the rest of the results. Birmingham beat Chelsea 4-1. Wow, who would have thought that? Chelsea, wow, they felt we had an extra game. We could have been chasing them down. Man City beat Burnley 4-0, and Everton beat Watford 4-0. I do think we have got 8th spot. I think 8th spot is ours now. Everton reclaimed top spot. All happening now. The bottom of the table, though, it's still all to play for. It can go up to. It's going to be Southampton. Anybody from Southampton down can go down, literally. 16 million in the bank. We have purchased a couple of youngsters, or in the process of purchasing them. So if we Mitch Rowe, 18-year-old, who was released from Manchester United, centre back. He's in the under 18s at the minute. We'll see how he is. I'm expecting he's going to be pretty good. If not, then we'll let him go. But he's on £120 a week, so that's fine. Ben Williams as well as an attacker from Manchester City, no less. It's very, very good stats that way. Finishing looks absolutely fantastic as well. And I tell you what, we'll give him a couple of years, see what happens. Again, £120 a week as a youngster, sitting in under 23s though. Maybe should have gone in the under 18s, I'm not sure, but we'll see how he does as well. So these are just a couple of players that have got released from the bigger clubs over the last few weeks, but they were the pick of the bunch, really, to be perfectly honest. Right then, we're going to move along to the next 2 games in the next episode. It's Manchester City and it's Norwich. If we don't beat Man City, anything less than a victory, and we'll remain in 8th spot, I guess. unless Watford do something drastically and win their last few games 10-0 each. I don't know. So if you enjoyed that, please pop a like on it. If you'd like to see more on YouTube channel, please subscribe. And until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you.